These views just keep getting better. You good?
Oh my god!
Welcome to Georgia.
Good morning from Tbilisi, Georgia. I'm feeling so relaxed, if you didn't see our last video, after my sulphur bath and scrub last night. But today we are actually heading out on a trip we didn't know too much about. Molly actually found this the other day and we're very excited to do it. It's still dark outside. We actually have to meet the tour at 8:30 and it is 10 to 8. We're going to try and have breakfast, which starts at 8 for like 2 minutes. We have a 2-minute curfew, right? We have two minutes to run down coffee, couple of snacks and run. We're actually heading down to close by the Azerbaijan border. We're going to check out some cave monasteries, some rainbow mountains, which sounds really, really unique. And we're going to be doing that in a 4x4, so off-road. And that is with friendly Georgia. I'm excited. This 2-minute curfew is going to be funny. Let's see what I can get for breakfast. All this food, I don't even think we're going to get anything. It is not even 8 o'clock yet. We're getting takeaway coffees. I'll just grab a pastry.
So fancy, yeah. All we have is 4 mini croissants.
We'll take one.
Is going on? Shorter hotels, amazing breakfast.
We've got rum.
And good croissants.
We managed it. I managed 2 mini croissants, a smoothie to take away, and a coffee. That was like teasing.
Hello.
We made it.
We are 15 minutes early, which is very unusual for us, but look behind me. That is our 4x4.
At least we haven't got to hike too much. I thought there's going to be some crazy roads.
Crazy roads.
You have an audience.
The biggest dogs, yeah, the biggest dogs want to come in the 4x4 with us.
I can definitely see why you need the 4x4. Apparently the route we are taking there is actually a new road, but the new road is boring. So we took the off-road route and we've come to this like lake in the middle of nowhere. This is like one of the most unexplored areas of Georgia. But look how misty it is today. I can't see a thing. And this is where we hike. I think it's about a 4-kilometer hike. And we get to, oh my God, it's really, I'm sinking in the sand here. We get to check out the Rainbow Mountain. I'm not sure how clear it's going to be today because as you can see, you literally can't see anything behind me.
We have just started our hike and it is starting to clear. I think I'm going to be able to do this hike actually. I was a little bit like,
it doesn't look so rainbowy at the moment.
Not at the minute, but it is clearing, so keep your fingers crossed. Now the hike is beginning.
Wow, it's cleared a little bit. We've made it to the first like small peak and you can see it already. They either call it the Rainbow Mountain or the Streaky Bacon Mountain. This is because apparently all of this used to be underground, so you've got all different types of sediment and rock and it forms these crazy colours. We are only around 40 kilometres from Tbilisi, as Molly nearly fell, and we're the only ones here. Look at this, look at these colours. People pay a lot of money to go and see the Rainbow Mountain in Peru, but did you know about the one just outside of the capital city of Georgia? Wow.
Look at these colours. This really reminds me of red velvet cake.
It's dry. They said out here is a desert. Yes. And you can see it. Look, look how dry this is.
I'm definitely sinking though.
Think like this is what it would be like if you were to walk on Mars. These views just keep getting better and better. Look, you can probably see the rainbow, the streaky bacon. It actually does look even more like bacon. And then just out over this way is the border with Azerbaijan.
We've got lucky. I can't believe that. Look at that view. That is incredible. Just the fact that it's layers of different rocks and clays, and it makes all those colours. And bacon, streaky bacon.
Now the hardest bit.
Now we have to slide
to
down.
hike onto the rainbow. I'm ready for this. If you fall off the edge, actually, I don't mind either way. It'd be great on video if you do. You good?
Oh my god!
I would recommend bringing appropriate trainers, because to hike down onto the rainbow, onto the streaky bacon. Oh my god! The ground on Mars, it isn't too even. Oh my god! Thick sand. The colours down here are unbelievable. I didn't think clay could get into so many colours, but obviously this formed under the ocean years ago, and now you've got reds, blacks, greens, grey. It really is otherworldly. You can even see under the clay the salt that's built up. Do you fancy having that on your chips?
No. No thank you. As well as salt, they even have quartz. Look at that.
It looks, give it here. It looks expensive. See you later. You hike up to a different peak, and then the views just, they just do it, they make it all worth it. You could probably hike through here for hours, but we've like hiked up to a couple of the highest peaks, and then you can see all of the Rainbow Mountains behind, and then on the opposite side you get amazing views over this lake. You would not think that that is artificial, but this is all clay, so watch your step. Definitely watch your step, because it's dry, it's clayey, and it's slippery. You just asked Molly, she's fallen over about 3 times. Gamajos. So after completing the hike, we're back at the 4x4. We've got to try some homemade cha-cha to warm us back up, and basically to celebrate.
All in one.
Yeah, I'm warm. We are so off-road right now. There is no way we would be able to get to these places without this 4x4. We are literally getting chased by wild Caucasian dogs, and the views, oh my god, we're just, wow. We've just stopped off at a viewpoint to overlook the Rainbow Mountains. Again, this is crazy. The views are just too good, and because we've got the 4x4, oh my god, this is dangerous. We can get up onto the roof and look out. Welcome to Georgia.
Poor, my legs are hurting from that hike, and you actually wouldn't be able to do what we are about to do, which is this 6th century cave monastery complex called Saint
John Baptiste.
My memory was getting there, but I can't believe this landscape is unbelievable. There's nobody else around, but only 5 monks live in there, so it's us and 5 monks.
And to get here, you basically have to go off-road, go through mountains, and get chased by huge
wild dogs.
We're actually really lucky to be able to access this. Like you can see, just our car here. There's no car park, there's no touts, there's no entrance fee. But not so many people know about it, even Georgians. You're not allowed to film in many of the places. It's far from a tourist trap. I think we can only really access one part of the church, and then up on top of the 16th century lookout tower we can go up, but the rest is out of bounds, and we're the only people here visiting this monastery.
You can tell that this is not touristy at all. We are literally on the side of a cliff getting up to the tower. And this is the entrance to the tower.
This has definitely not changed since it was built hundreds of years ago. 3 different floors. Woo! Don't go to the touristy places, come to here. Woo. There's no health and safety. No one to stop you falling off the edge. That's what makes it 10 times better.
How cool is this? Standing on top of the tower dating back hundreds of years. No one else up here. Just us. Look at this. The views are absolutely incredible. It's actually abandoned and isn't in use at all anymore, hence why it's in a state of disrepair. But I'm a bit anxious about getting down. Those stairs were steep and few and far between.
The only reason that we're allowed into the lookout tower is because it's abandoned. We obviously were allowed in the church, but you couldn't really film so much. It's dark, it's natural. Like I said, it's not touristy. It hasn't got loads of these fancy modern lights that we have, and the monks have actually only been here since the year 2000 because they were obviously kicked out during the Soviet Union, and then there was many attacks on the monastery here. There's a lot of slogans on the wall, and yeah, they even tried to bomb it, so there is a lot of history here. It's very raw, it's very real, and that's why we wanted to come here. You can see some of the old caves that were lived in that have actually been left abandoned. After a 20-minute drive on a normal road, the normal road means tourists come here, but we are the only people here today. We are at David Gareja Monastery, David being the monk that founded this place, and Gareja being the area. This is again a 6th century monastery. You can see at the bottom there actually the original 6th century caves, and as you build up you can see the more modern caves, and then at the very back you've got the even modern area that the monks live in today. But sadly this actually is right on the border between Georgia and Azerbaijan, and because of this there is another monastery that is further up and also on the other side that you can't visit, and that changed a few years ago. But still, this place is so peaceful, and to have it to ourselves is pretty special, being that it is normally very, very busy. Just look, can you imagine that down here, these were the 6th century caves, see the new ones, and then up here is their new dwelling. This is going to sound strange, but the courtyard, the little barrier, the little walkway, it reminds me of Bran Castle.
The beams.
Even though it's nothing like it.
It's nothing like it. This is a cave complex. I can see it. There's actually 20 monks that live here, and supposedly you could say they live in the sort of more luxury side of life. It must have been
a hard time for them with the border disputes.
Yeah, I mean,
there's now soldiers positioned on either side, and you can't go to the rest of the monasteries here.
Yeah, a lot of it is, you know, locked off, and I'm assuming that, you know, half of it they can't even go to and even see themselves.
They can't even see, no one can see them. You can't even see it from the Azerbaijan side, but this side is beautiful, and normally there's loads of tour buses, so
we're very lucky. You can see that the caves have just been upgraded the whole time. Here are the super old ones. As you go further up you have ones with doors, and then even further up is where the actual monks live right now. When I say that they're living in luxury, obviously they're living better than other monks, and David Gareja complex where we are is a very touristy thing, so they make a lot of money through tourists arriving. So yeah, they get big bellies, they have electricity and warmth and new rooms now, not like the other monastery, which I feel like that one is so raw, so real, and they really do live off the land.
Gareja. Do you know what I found out from the monastery? That monks in Georgia like to drink alcohol. Apparently, even if they say they don't, they drink a lot. It's just the Georgian way, but we do not have alcohol. We've actually stopped at a local family summer residence for some lunch before we head back to Tbilisi, and we are trying for the first time Georgian lemonade. This is which flavour?
Tarragon, but do you know what it looks like? It looks like one of them funky sort of soda drinks you get like maybe at Halloween or something.
It looks like it's not good for your insides, but like back during the Soviet Union they didn't have like Sprite and Coca-Cola, so they made their own lemonade.
So let's see, what is it like out of 10?
It's nice. It's it doesn't taste like lemonade, but it's got like definitely got a distinct taste and colour. Shock. We're eating it again.
Hachapuri.
From food to cha-cha.
Gareja.
When you got shot yet?
I hope you're driving.
They even have the traditional Caucasus mountain hat. This obviously reminds, I feel like Khabib. Gareja.
Gareja.
Woo!
I think I could fight Khabib now. What do you reckon?
Wine time. This one's good for your health.
Getting to try just the 8. Cheers.
Cheers!
And now we're trying brandy.
Oh gosh.
It's the more beautiful day for us. For you, maybe. Gareja!
And we are back at the hotel. What an amazing tour that was. Starting off with the Rainbow Mountains. When we arrived, I didn't think that we were going to be able to see them because of all the fog, but we were able to see them. The hike, me not liking hikes, actually thoroughly enjoyed that as well. That was absolutely exceptional. Then heading to the monastery, I loved that. It was super real, very raw. You didn't have all the fancy frescoes, you didn't have all the typical things that I feel that are in monasteries, you know, all the fanciness. They were living off the land and living very naturally and sustainably, which was really good to see, really refreshing to see the monks there. Only 5 of them, I think it was. I would highly recommend that. And then obviously heading to David Gareja Monastery, one of the most famous, should I say. It's such a shame you can't go and visit the other side and visit what are the real normal, colourful, amazing frescoes. You can't see them. Hopefully it can be resolved in the future so that people can go back and see them. I would love to see them because I think it would be amazing. But yeah, I would highly recommend checking it out. We were 4x4 in the mountains here in Georgia, and then we obviously had to have hachapuri for lunch, and we went for wine tasting, which was amazing. We were actually we didn't know this, we were in the Kakheti region, but we're not going to go into too much detail about the wines that we tried because we are going to head to the Kakheti region to try wines specifically, so that is going to be stay tuned. But we did get to try 8 different wines, and of course cha-cha, which was such good fun. But I would highly recommend friendly.g if you're in Tbilisi and you would like to do an exciting, different and amazing tour that means you don't run into any other tourists. I would highly recommend it. But we are back in the hotel. I need some food, I need some sleep, and I need a shower. Not in that order, but I do need all 3. So we will see you in the next one for more adventures here in Georgia.